And I am telling you once again, while I'm explaining the chapter, I have put it all you on mute so that you all can hear my voice properly. And after explaining, I'll just unmute you all so that I can ask your queries. While studying the chapter, I will be going with the practical also so that you all would be knowing that what are the things called. So let's begin with our chapter, operating a computer. That is our third chapter. So now, first of all, we should know that how to start a computer. And to start a computer, we have to follow the point. Whenever you all go to the computer lab, when you were in first class, I taught you how to switch on your computer. So let's have a quick recap of it. First of all, you have to switch on the main power supply button. You all know what is a power supply button. You have seen fan buttons and tube light buttons. When you put them on, the tube light start working, and when you just off them, then the light is off. So similarly, you have a power button in a computer also, where you plug your computer switch and you have to on that power supply. After that, you have to switch on a UPS. You all have seen a UPS in your smart board which ma'am used to on in the class. There was a UPS which ma'am used to on it. So you all would be turning it on. And why UPS is required? So my question is, why UPS is required? UPS is required because, for example, you are working on a computer, like I am teaching you, and suddenly the light goes off. And when the light goes off, my laptop or my computer would turn off. So how I would teach you? UPS gives the power supply, like when the light goes and inverter makes your fan and lights working. Similarly, UPS helps the computer to work when the electricity is gone. So with it, switch on the power supply of the CPU. You have a button on CPU. You all have seen a big button on CPU. When you go to the computer lab, we have to on that CPU button, and that we have to on the monitor also. And after that, our computer is working. So we will be revising. There are 4 steps to make your computer work. First of all, you have to switch on the main power supply button where you plug your computer switch. Okay, Arham, I think you are moving here and there, and I want you to be calm in the class. Sit and listen what I am telling you. Okay, then you have to switch on the UPS button when the so that your computer works, and you have to switch on your CPU as well, and then switch on your monitor. After this, when your computer opens, this type of screen comes. Okay, this type of screen comes, and when this types of screen comes, what you have to do? See, this type of a screen comes. So this all the screen which is shown to you when the computer is on. You all can see my cursor. This screen is called desktop. What this screen is called? Desktop. Repeat after me. DES. Repeat after me. I want you all to speak. Say DES KTOP. Desktop. Okay. After that, when you are able to see this small pictures with something written on it, it is known as icons. It is known as icons. The whole screen is known as desktop, and the small pictures are known as icons. Okay. Then this on which many of the small pictures are shown where my cursor is moving. This is known as taskbar. This place is known as taskbar. Why it is known as taskbar? Because task means काम करना. So whatever we are doing on the computer is shown on our taskbar. So we will have a quick recap of it. That the whole this screen is known as desktop. The small pictures in which written things are there, it is known as icons. and this lower tab is known as our task bar. Okay, with it we'll be starting a program, that how we will start a program. When we used to go to the computer lab, you all used to write your name yourself. My name is Shivani, and whatever you want to write in a word pad. You all have learned typing. So today I'll be telling you how to open that word pad in which you all used to write. You have to click on start button. Then you all have to click on all programs, and then accessories, and then WordPad. I'll be showing all the practical of this thing so that it is clear to you. Okay. Then resizing a window. This is a resizing a window. Let me show you. You are able to see this screen. This is resizing a window on which the blue text is there. It is minimized. When I'll click it, see, this is gone. And when I click back on this, it will come back. See, now this is maximize. This one option where on the right side where my mouse is coming, it is when you click it, see, it has been shortened, and when I will click it again, it will come back. So this is your maximize option, or you can say restore down or restore up option. Okay. Then we would be coming. Then how to move a window? See, first I have to resize it. Then I will click on it and see, I am resizing it by myself. I'll click on this. See, I am moving this screen. I have just clicked on the top, pressed my mouse button, and I am moving the page here and there. This is called resizing or moving a window. Okay. So to shut down a computer, I'll show it later on. First of all, I'll take your problems first, and then we'll be talking about how to shut down a computer. Okay.